Are you looking for the best iPad for Procreate? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best Procreate on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Apple iPad Pro 11-inch. Although the 12.9-inch iPad Pro is a force to reckon with, the 11-inch Apple iPad Pro is one of the more portable tablets on the list, best known for the customizability it offers, by accommodating a Smart Folio, Magic Keyboard, and other accessories. Much like how the 12.9-inch outpaces its predecessor, even the 11-inch iPad Pro fares better than the 202 variant, courtesy of a 40% faster SoC, improved screen, and 2 GB of additional system memory. Display and stylus compatibility. This iPad makes way for an 11-inch screen, with the Liquid Retina technology paving the way for color-accurate visuals. In case you are a mobile designer, the 600 nits brightness level ensures excellent sunlight visibility. Coming to the resolution, the screen exhibits 1668 by 2388 pixels, working in tandem with the P3 wide color gamut and 123% of the sRGB palette. The second-gen Apple Pencil works perfectly with this iPad Pro, allowing the designer in you to perfect the illustrations in no time. Hardware and design. The M1 chipset reappears, riding on the laurels of the octa-core architecture and a maximum clock speed of up to 3.2 GHz. Working alongside the proprietary processor is the integrated Apple-backed GPU. Also, there is 8 GB of RAM to work with, allowing you to handle presets, masks, and modes with seamless ease. Plus, you also get access to 128 GB of storage space for housing the created designs. The 11-inch iPad Pro is considerably lighter as compared to the 12.9-inch variant, at 1.03 pounds. The metal platform factor measures 9.75 by 7.03 by 0.23 inches, which furthers the slimness quotient. Battery life and other features. The 10-hour battery life is an excellent feature to sport, which is bolstered further by the fast charging support. Plus, the iPad Pro also makes way for an excellent camera setup, high-speed internet connectivity, and Face ID support. Conclusion. Finally, if you are into designing posters and bumpers for popular TV shows and comics, the Apple iPad Pro 11 is the best iPad for artists and professionals alike. However, it is the weight-to-screen ratio that makes it a better bet as compared to other products on the list. At number 2. Apple iPad Air 4th Gen. The 4th generation Apple iPad Air is a powerful tablet to run Procreate on, provided you are more of a mid-level user or rather a devout graphic enthusiast. Compared to the 3rd gen variant of the iPad Air, the 4th gen tablet seems like a better upgrade, courtesy of the bigger screen real estate and an advanced chipset. Display and stylus compatibility. The 10.9-inch screen is with par the 11-inch iPad Pro. As far as the resolution is concerned, the Liquid Retina screen exudes 2360 by 1640 pixels, which also adds to the color accuracy of the panel. Plus, the extended P3 color gamut ensures better quality visuals and lets you view the designs in 4K, without a snag. You can even pair the 2nd gen Apple Pencil with this tablet, for accessing modes, masks, and presets better, without having to expose the screen to fingerprints. Hardware and design. The A14 Bionic processor is faster as compared to the A12, by at least 30%. Working alongside the 5nm chipset is a 4-core GPU and 4 GB RAM. As far as storage support is concerned, 256 GB of space doesn't make you dependent on a non-existent upgradable slot. Much like any other iPad, the 4th gen iPad Air is manufactured with crafty precision. The tablet measures 9.75 by 7.03 by 0.24 inches and weighs 1.01 pounds. This qualifies the iPad Air as one of the more portable units in the retail space. Battery life and other feature. The iPad Air houses a 7,600 mAh battery, which is more than capable of lasting for close to 10 hours, despite extensive Procreate usage. Also, the Wi-Fi 6 support makes room for faster internet connectivity followed by a top-of-the-shelf camera setup. Conclusion. To sum it up, The Apple iPad Air 4th Gen might not be as powerful as the iPad Pros, but it still does a great job when it comes to helping raster graphic designers envisage and create heartwarming and innovative illustrations for personal and professional usage. Also, as compared to other iPads on the list, the 4th Gen Air offers the best possible storage space, making it better for storing the Procreate files to the brim. At number 3. Apple iPad Mini. If you are into ultra-portable iPad for Procreate, I would suggest going for the new Apple iPad Mini. Despite being considered a smallish tablet, the iPad Mini packs enough power to give the iPad a run for its money. Not to mention the feathery yet premium chassis that feels exquisite in hand. Most importantly, I replaced my existing 2019 iPad Mini with the latest iPad Mini, only to identify them later as better display, powerful processing hardware courtesy of an upgraded A15 processor as opposed to a 12. Display and stylus compatibility. The 8.3-inch screen assumes a standard aspect ratio of 3:2. In terms of resolution, the True Tone display exhibits 2048 by 1536 pixels, which adds to the color accuracy of the IPS panel. Overlaying the panel is an oleophobic coating and a scratch-resistant enhancement. As far as the stylus compatibility is concerned, you get support for the 2nd Gen Apple Pencil. Hardware and design. The A15 Bionic chipset sports the 5nm architecture, best known for the maximum clock speed of up to 3.2 GHz. Next in line is the 5-core GPU for achieving design-specific accuracy. There is 4 GB of allotted RAM to work with, followed by 64 GB of storage space. As far as the structure is concerned, this tablet weighs 0.65 pounds and measures 7.69 x 5.31 by 0.25 inches. Not to mention the aluminium-clad chassis that is adequately slim and durable at the same. Battery life and other features. In terms of battery backup, you get 10 hours of steady support. Plus this time, Apple has provided the Type-C port for charging. To complement the setup, there are stereo speakers, a fingerprint scanner, Bluetooth 5.0, and Wi-Fi 6 support. Conclusion. To sum it up, if you are a basic Procreate user who prefers the iOS interface over the iPad OS for designing, the latest iPad Mini is a commendable resource. Finally, as compared to other products on the list, this is appropriately the compact and lightest one around. At number 4. Apple iPad 9th Gen. The 9th generation Apple iPad is one of the more dependable iPad for digital art, despite being significantly underpowered as compared to the likes of iPad Pro and even the iPad Air. I would personally recommend this tablet to Procreate novices who are trying to find their way around the lifelike designs. The 9th Gen iPad fares well in comparison to the 2018 variant that only features a 9.7-inch screen, making it a much better choice for graphics designing apps and tasks. Display and stylus compatibility. The 10.2-inch IPS screen assumes 500 nits of brightness level, therefore contributing to the sunlight visibility. Plus, the overall resolution at 2160 by 1620 pixels adds to the color accuracy and contrast levels of the screen. To be honest, much like any other iPad, even the 9th Gen iPad sports an excellent, graphic-intensive display, fortified further with a 4:3 aspect ratio, extended color gamut, and scratch-resistant glass. As far as the stylus compatibility is concerned, it only works with the 1st Gen Apple Pencil. Hardware and design. A majority of creative workload can be shouldered by the A13 processor, based on the 7nm architecture. The hexacore SoC works in tandem with the 4-core, proprietary GPU, 3GB RAM, and 64GB of fast storage space. The iPadOS 14 is loaded with assistive features and makes life easier for the raster designers. The design continues to be enthralling with this iPad measuring 9.8 x 6.8 by 0.29 inches. Despite being a tad thicker as compared to other products, the 9th Gen iPad still manages to feature a premium aluminium-clad chassis whilst weighing a mere 1.09 pounds. Battery life and other features. The 10-hour battery backup is on the expected lines. Following this attribute is a lightning connector for charging, a 12MP front and a standard 8MP rear shooter, stereo speakers, and a Touch ID for secured authentication. Conclusion. Overall, the Apple iPad 9th Gen is a resourceful tablet for the entry-level Procreate users, who prefer standard raster designs followed by layer adjustment and compositing. Also, as compared to other iPads on the list, the cost-to-ownership ratio exhibited by this iPad is the standout trait.